One Star Trek character will never make an appearance on Strange New Worlds, and this is the part most fans miss. Season 3 of Star Trek Strange New Worlds leaned heavily into nostalgia and meta-references, so much so that what was once a strength risked becoming a weakness. The show brought back classic Trek villains like Trelane, played by Rhys Darby, featured a holodeck-themed episode, and explored the budding friendship between Spock, Ethan Peck, and Jim Kirk Paul Wesley. These callbacks delighted many longtime fans, but also sparked debate about whether the series was relying too much on past glories. At Film, we mostly enjoyed the third season, praising its blend of old and new elements. However, not all Trekkies felt the same way. Some found the season underwhelming or too focused on fan service. In response, showrunners Henry Alonso Myers and Akiva Goldsman have promised that Season 4 will adopt a more serious tone, aiming to deepen the storytelling and character development. But when it comes to which classic characters might return, they've been noticeably more reserved. In an exclusive interview with Trek Movie, Myers and Goldsman were deliberately vague when asked if Season 4 would introduce more familiar faces from the original series. So far, Strange New Worlds has featured about half of the original Enterprise crew. Spock and Uhura, Celia Rose Gooding, have been central from the start, alongside Nurse Christine Chapel, Jess Bush, who originally appeared as a recurring character played by Majel Barrett in the classic series. Captain Kirk made his first appearance in the Season 1 finale, A Quality of Mercy, albeit in an alternate future timeline, and became a recurring character in Season 2. The future Chief Engineer Scotty, Martin Quinn, was introduced in the Season 2 finale, Hegemony, and joined the main cast in Season 3. That leaves 3 significant original crew members still missing. Dr. Bones McCoy, originally portrayed by DeForest Kelley, Pilot Hikaru Sulu, originally George Takei, and Ensign Pavel Chekov, originally Walter Koenig. When asked about McCoy and Sulu, Goldsman gave a non-committal answer: "We cannot confirm or deny their appearances," leaving fans to hold on to hope. But when it came to Chekov, the showrunners were much clearer. "There's no Chekov," Goldsman stated plainly, with Myers agreeing, "Yeah, Chekov doesn't make any sense." This is where things get controversial. Chekov has always been somewhat of an outlier among the original Enterprise crew. Unlike the others, he wasn't part of the first season of Star Trek at all. He made his debut in the Season 2 premiere, Amok Time. Walter Koenig, who played Chekov, later explained in a 2012 interview that the character was added to attract younger viewers, which is why Chekov sported a wig reminiscent of Davy Jones from the Monkees. While it might seem like a simple ratings move, Chekov's inclusion carried a deeper message. In the 1960s, when the original series aired, Russians were often portrayed as antagonists in American media due to the Cold War. By featuring a heroic Russian character serving alongside Americans like Kirk and McCoy, Star Trek made a bold statement about a hopeful, united future where old rivalries no longer mattered. Because Chekov wasn't present in Season 1, many fans have accepted the unofficial canon that he was only assigned to the Enterprise starting in Season 2. He was the youngest of the main cast and held the rank of ensign. However, this creates some continuity puzzles. For example, Chekov never appeared in the original Space Seed episode, where the crew first encounters the villain Khan Noonien Singh, Ricardo Montalban. Yet in the film, The Wrath of Khan, Chekov and Khan clearly recognize each other. This raises the question, was Chekov on the Enterprise during Season 1 but simply unseen? The showrunners seem to favor the idea that Chekov was a new addition to the crew in Season 2, which makes his absence from Strange New Worlds logical. It would be awkward for the series to introduce him only to have him disappear for an entire season before reappearing later. So if you're a fan of Chekov, this news might be disappointing. Star Trek Strange New Worlds is currently streaming on Paramount+, with Season 4 expected to premiere in 2026. What do you think? Is excluding Chekov a missed opportunity or a smart move to maintain continuity? Could the showrunners be underestimating the character's importance to the franchise? Share your thoughts and join the conversation below.